welcome to our handing over ceremony. This morning we have two presentations to be made, and I know that everyone here will benefit, the constituencies will benefit from what we are about to do here. So first off, we will have the handing over of Chromebooks. 4,000 Chromebooks were donated by the people and the government of Taiwan. And we also have the check presentation for our constituency development program of $18.5 million, if I'm correct. So I know you guys did not clap for the Chromebooks, but I note that. I note that. The Minister for Education notes that also. But I'd like to call on His Excellency to address us on these two donations from his government and the people of Taiwan.
I'm really happy to come here today on behalf of the government of the Republic of China, Taiwan, to hand over 5,000 Chromebooks and also the CDP funding to the government of St. Lucia. As a commitment partner of St. Lucia, Taiwan recognizes the essential role of education to the students and also the CDP plays in addressing socio-economic challenges facing in the community. And we are honored to be part of this vital development project with the St. Lucian government. 2 weeks ago, a Taiwan Technical Mission collaborated with the Ministry of Agriculture to hold the first farmers market this year in an arcade of Miku Village, joined by Honorable Deputy Speaker Jeremiah Norbert. And the newly built arcade, funded by the Constituency Development Program, provided farmers with a well-functioning shelter to display their products, offering vendors and buyers a more comfortable place to support local produce. And my government really support the one student, one computer program that promoted by Honorable Prime Minister JPA and the government of St. Lucia. So we are honored to be part of this program, to be able to donate 5,000 Chromebooks today. So together, we have made significant progress in the development process of the beautiful country. It's about investing in community. It's about investing in students. It's about investing in people. Tomorrow and the coming couple of days, thanks to the arrangement of the Department of Economic Development, I will tour around the island and visit some CDP projects. And I look forward to seeing more achievement of the CDP project that makes a difference in the lives of people here. And Taiwan is proud to join hands with Honorable Prime Minister JPA and the government of St. Lucia to meet every challenge and set our countries on a path toward a brighter future. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ambassador. And I would now like to welcome the Minister for Education, Sustainable Development, Innovation, Science and Technology, and Vocational Training, Honorable Sean Edward, to really give us some brief remarks. And Honorable, again, congratulations to you and your team for making this manifesto pledge a reality, and continue the good work.
Sure. It is indeed a pleasure for me to address you this morning at this handing over ceremony. And I'm particularly excited that we have been able to secure approximately 5,000 Chromebooks from the government and people of Taiwan. When we took to the hustings leading up to the elections of 2021, we made a promise to the people of St. Lucia, and more specifically, the children of St. Lucia, those who were old enough to understand that we would reinstate the one laptop per child program. And today, here we are, another demonstration of that commitment, another manifesto pledge fulfilled. There was a time in the history of this country when a laptop was a symbol of affluence. And just by having a laptop, one was able to tell your socio-economic status. But between the years 2011 and 2016, the Kenny Anthony-led administration of the St. Lucia Labour Party introduced the one laptop per child program. And we decided that we were going to arm the children of St. Lucia with laptop computers, not because laptops were fashionable, but because it had been proven the world over that a laptop was an indispensable aid in instruction delivery to students at all levels. We also understood at the time that if the laptop had to be placed on a book list, and the average parent in St. Lucia was asked to go and procure laptops to facilitate the instruction and education of their children, a lot of parents would not have had the resources, would not have been able to make those laptops available. And it was against that backdrop, as an administration, we decided that the government would meet the cost of procuring devices for students across the length and breadth of this country, irrespective of their socio-economic background, irrespective of their parents' political affiliation, irrespective of their station in life. Today, as we speak, every child in the school system has a state-issued device. We inherited a situation when we came into government in 2021, where the students were being provided with learn books. The learn book is a device which is not very robust, and it crumbles under pressure. And today we are inundated with hundreds of devices waiting to be repaired. And for those devices, the parts are not readily available. And we believe that in addition to the hardware itself not being of a very superior quality, added to that was the government having to find millions of dollars to renew licenses. We took a decision as a cabinet that that was going to be shelved and that we would introduce Chromebooks. We were able to use the license fees or the monies allocated for paying of license fees to complement the government's program of having one university graduate per household. With that money, we've been able to partner Monroe College and to provide a lot of young St. Lucians with higher educational opportunities that ordinarily would not have been available to them. With the new shipment or the gift that we've just gotten from the government of Taiwan, I can assure the parents of the children who are currently in grade 6 in our primary school system that your child, even before taking the CPEA exam, which replaced the old common entrance, that child, every child in grade 6, has been guaranteed a laptop or Chromebook device that is available to that child when he or she goes to the new secondary school for registration. The current Form 4s are still using the learn books, and because of the number of problems that we've encountered with the learn books, we are also from this batch making available to the Form 4s a brand new Chromebook that will see them complete their journey in Form 4 and to take them into Form 5, thereby being in a position where they would more effectively handle their SBAs and some of the assignments that they're required to submit as they come to the end of that secondary school journey. It would be remiss of me to offer remarks here as Minister of Education and not place on the record my sincere thanks and appreciation to the Honorable Prime Minister who led the charge in securing the devices that we've been gifted here today. I was fortunate enough to have been on that trip with Prime Minister in December of last year, and I heard the Prime Minister in his conversations with the President of Taiwan and also with the senior members of the cabinet of that particular government make the plea and used that opportunity to signal to them the intention of receiving help in the realm of education. And today we are just witnessing just one aspect of the education realm where we will be receiving support from the government of Taiwan. The parents have a responsibility, the students have a responsibility. We are very appreciative of the gift, and so on our end, we have a tremendous responsibility in ensuring that the devices are used for the intended purposes, and that our children will have a much better chance at acquiring an education that would cause them to evolve into citizens who will eventually take their rightful places in society and make a contribution to the continued development of St. Lucia. So, Ambassador, on behalf of Dr. Prosper in the Ministry of Education, with me, the Permanent Secretary, and other senior personnel in that ministry, I want to thank you immensely on behalf of the Ministry of Education and by extension the government of St. Lucia for that gift, which is very timely and will go a long way in helping St. Lucia create world-class citizens with the children interested in our care, in our education system. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Sean Edward, and thank you again to his team and the Prime Minister for facilitating these donations. I would now like to call on Prime Minister Honorable Philip J. Pierre to bring us remarks. Prime Minister.
I just wanted to show off, you know what I mean? During our visit to Taiwan, I had the honor and the privilege of having a meeting with the president of Taiwan, and I saw that I would be a little brave and I would go out of the box, because the Minister of External Affairs, and I must recognize him, had already, on my prompting and under a lot of pressure, negotiated an agreement with the government of Taiwan, the agreement which made it possible for us to have the money available now for the CDP program. And I want you to acknowledge the work of the Minister of External Affairs in this regard. Because I really pushed him. Anything he came with, I said to him, go and get some more. And I want to put him on notice that I'm asking him that he'll be asked to go and get some more very soon. So when I had that discussion with the president of Taiwan, the ambassador came to me, Bush Bay, and he said to me, what you asking for? What you asking for? The ambassador was getting a heart attack. And the next day he came to me and said, you know the president said she'll give you all what you asked for? And at that point I thought I should ask for some more. But Ambassador, when I visit again, I put your notice, I will ask for more. So these Chromebooks are very necessary. We live in a world of technology. We live in a world where you need to excite children so that they can learn. And these Chromebooks are necessary. I'm told that we have distributed over 6,000 Chromebooks in the school system, over 6,000. And when we seem to want to think that all what's happening in St. Lucia is bad news, bad news, bad news, we need to look at the glass half full. Our young people are doing well. Most of them are. 7 young people won medals at the Carifta Games, including a young lady from Vieux-Fort, Miss London, the Vieux-Fort, from Vieux-Fort, but she resides in Vieux-Fort North. Won medals at the Carifta Games. So there's not, we have some issues, but there's no need for the cloud of gloom and doom. There are some issues. We are dealing with them frontally. Also today, we're going to be receiving $18.5 million, again from the government of Taiwan, for our constituency development program. And every parliamentarian is extremely excited about that $18.5 million because that money is used. And I want to note that, every constituency, quite unlike, I have absolutely no problems in saying that, quite unlike what I suffered in opposition, every constituency, including the two represented by the opposition and the two represented by members of the cabinet who are not members of the party, but are members of our cabinet and work with us, all the 17 constituencies receive funds from the CDP program. All of them. A far cry from what I suffered and the 5 of us suffered when we were in opposition. 5 of us and myself, I suffered too, even though I was leader of the opposition. We received absolutely nothing from the CDP program. No one. And I don't want the staff or the CDP to believe that it's an attack on them. It's not. It's a reality. It's a fact. And we must say it because we hear a lot of pronouncements being made, a lot of bluff and fluff all over the place. It's a fact that when we were in opposition, no one ever called me as a parliamentary representative or called Honorable Sean Edwards, Honorable Moses Jabatis, Honorable Alva Baptiste, or Honorable Kenny Anthony, or Dr. Ernest here, and ever asked us to use one bag of cement on the CDP program. And right now, the constituencies of Choiseul and Mikusov receive allocations from the constituency development program. And they will continue to receive because they are the people of St. Lucia and not because they voted for another party. Our democracy mandates us to allow them to survive. So that will continue, and allocations will be given to these constituencies so that their parliamentary reps can use it as they deem necessary. That also is important, as they deem necessary. Once I've given the allocations to the permanent secretary, I never asked how it was used, who got what, who gave what contract, and they can bear testimony to that. I do not interfere in these things. I've said to my staff, I'm the politician. I'm very well doing that. I can say it for myself. I've won 6 times and will win a few more once I want to, and the people agree. So I want absolutely no one to play politics to me. And you can ask the staff, you can ask the PS in my ministry, you can ask the PS economic. I say to them, let me be the politician. Just follow the policy of the government and ensure that what you are asked to do, you do not break the law. But the government has a policy that you have to follow, even though you may not agree with it. But once the policy doesn't break the law, once the policy is not asking to do anything unethical, it's the duty of the public servant to follow the policy dictates of the administration of the day. And the policy dictates of this administration is that we share the CDP money among all the constituents. So, Ambassador, I want to thank you. I want to tell, I know that your country is going through some trying times as we speak. Your country is fighting for its democracy. I want to tell you that we all democratic, loving people of the world understand the beauty of democracy. So we want to thank you. We want to express our gratitude to your president. Tell on my visit. Again, you will not get a heart attack when I ask for other things. I understand that some of the things we asked for are here, including scanners for the customs and drones for the police. I understand they are on their way. That will help us in the struggles that we have now. So we thank you very much, and I'm sure the students will look forward to the use of these Chromebooks. And I want to thank the Minister of External Affairs for being able to, as you would say, navigate through the waters of the diplomatic channels. And Minister of External Affairs, you'll be requested to do some more. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Prime Minister. And now we will have the check presentation for the CDP funds.